On June the 30th, Russian soldiers once again shelled Slavyansk, injuring 6 people. This was reported by the head of Slavyansk City Military Administration, Vadim Lyakh. He added that Russian troops shelled the city with cluster munitions. General Batuk Street, Vilna Street, 6 wounded. Take care, hold on, we are together. The National Police of Ukraine reports that a total of 19 strikes were recorded in Donetsk region during the day. 40 civilian objects were destroyed. As of June the 30th, the Russian military has shelled Dnipropetrovsk region about 400 times. Serhiy Kachan, the leading inspector of the State Emergency Service of Dnipropetrovsk region, reported this. As a result of shelling, 58 buildings have been destroyed, 10 of which are private residential buildings. 616 buildings and communications have also been damaged. 103 residents of the region have been injured and wounded, including 2 children, and another 36 people died. Rescuers call on citizens to quickly respond to alarm signals and go to shelters. Managers of stores, shopping centers, and food establishments have been obliged by the State Emergency Service to develop evacuation instructions for employees and visitors, as well as to equip notification systems. When you visit any institution, work, or even when you're at home, you should always know the nearest places of shelter. As a result of a missile strike in Odesa, the entrance of a 9-story building was destroyed. The second missile hit the recreation center, as reported by Pivden Operational Command. As of 5 p.m., 21 people died. 38 people have been injured, in particular 37 people in a residential building, including 6 children and 1 person in a recreation center. This was reported by the State Emergency Service of Ukraine. As of 8 a.m. on July the 1st, rescuers and utility workers continued to work at the site of a shopping center in Kremenchuk, destroyed by a Russian missile. Irina Zub, the press officer of Kremenchuk District Office of the Main Office of the State Emergency Service of Ukraine in Poltava region, told Suspilne about this. According to her, 85% of the rubble has already been dismantled. Work is complicated by the fact that reinforced concrete structures and metal were deformed during the explosion. A total of 28 body fragments have been found on the territory of the destroyed shopping center, 8 of which have been identified as parts of human bodies, Irina Zub said. Currently, 400 people, including about 150 rescuers, are dismantling the debris. About 50 machines are also working on site. On June the 30th, rescuers continued their work to search for the dead and dismantle the debris of a residential building in Mykolaiv. As a result of the ammunition hitting a 5-story building, apartments from the 3rd to the 5th floor in one entrance have been destroyed. This was reported by the press service of emergency workers. As of 3 p.m., a woman's body was found under the rubble. The number of dead has increased to 7, said Artem Vakhin, the press officer of the main department of the State Emergency Service. 48 rescuers are working on the spot, and employees of the city's communal services are involved. According to Alexander Zadorozhny, the head of the Operational Coordination Center of the State Emergency Service of Ukraine in Mykolaiv region, 2 or 3 more people may remain under the rubble. This is an assumption based on the testimony of other residents of the destroyed building. Therefore, the search will continue until it is confirmed that there are no people left among the ruins. Next, a commission will work to determine whether the surviving part of the building is suitable for living. On June the 30th, the armed forces of Ukraine forced the Russian military to leave the Zmyny Island, which is located 140 kilometers from Odesa. The commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine, Valery Zaluzhny, reported that the occupiers could not withstand the fire of Ukrainian artillery. The Ukrainian self-propelled howitzer Bogdana had played an important role, he noted. I am grateful to the main directorate of intelligence, the fighters of Alpha. I am grateful to our gunners, pilots of the Army Aviation and Air Force, the Alexandria Command. Zmyny Island is a strategic point, and it significantly changes the situation in the Black Sea. It does not guarantee safety, it does not guarantee that the enemy will not return, but this already significantly limits the actions of the occupiers. At the end of February, entrepreneur Mikhailo Ivonin left Sievierodonetsk and moved to Kamenets-Podilsky. He was thinking about reviving the business he was doing in Luhansk region. Our production was large-scale and chemical. It needs fusion reactors, permits, hoods, laboratories. So Mikhailo Ivonin has found a new field for himself. He says that the war itself suggested where to move forward. Since our cities are now being destroyed, it will all have to be rebuilt, and it must be restored quickly. This is where the idea of creating environmentally friendly and livable houses, which are built quickly, arose. 2 months of work on the design and project, and the first modular house is ready for operation. It now houses the office of the entrepreneur's construction company. You can build easily, without any preparation or cranes. Every person can build it. The design of the house itself does not imply that external and internal finishing should be done. Such houses can be of any size. They are assembled like a Lego constructor, says the entrepreneur. 6 internally displaced people from Sievierodonetsk are currently working at Mikhailo Ivonin's construction company. Together, they have already completed the design, purchased the necessary equipment, and are ready for orders.